In a quiet village surrounded by open fields and dusty roads, there lived an old man with his only son. Their house was small, made of clay and stone, but it carried warmth, memories, and years of simple living. The old man had no wealth, no savings, and no powerful connections. His entire life depended on one thing alone, his small piece of farmland. Every year, without fail, he planted potatoes. It was hard work, but it was honest. The potatoes fed them, paid for clothes, medicines, and basic needs. Life was not luxurious, but it was stable. Father and son worked side by side, sharing sweat, laughter, and silence. For the old man, this routine was life itself. The son was young, kind, and simple-minded. He had never been involved in trouble. He respected his father deeply and believed in living quietly without harming anyone. The villagers knew him as a harmless boy who helped his father in the fields and kept to himself. There was no reason for fear in their lives, no expectation of disaster. Everything felt normal, until one morning shattered that peace forever. Without warning, police vehicles entered the village, raising dust and panic. They stopped in front of the old man's house. Officers stepped out, stern and unmoved. Before the old man could understand what was happening, they arrested his son. The old man begged them, his voice trembling and his hands shaking. He told them his son was innocent, that he was naive, that he did not even understand the ways of the world. He pleaded again and again, but the police showed no mercy. They accused the boy of stealing weapons and announced it loudly so the entire village could hear. Shame spread faster than fire. That day, the old man's life collapsed. His son was taken away, and with him went the light of his world. The house felt empty. The nights grew longer. Every corner reminded him of his child. He cried silently, blaming fate, questioning God, and wondering what sin he had committed to deserve such suffering. He went from one court to another, stood in long lines, spent what little money he had, but nothing worked. The system did not hear the cries of a poor old farmer. As days passed, the potato season approached. This time of the year had always been busy yet comforting. Father and son would prepare the soil together, talking about small dreams and future harvests. But now the old man stood alone at the edge of the field. His body was weak, his back bent, and his hands trembled with age. The land seemed larger than ever before. He would walk to the field, look at the soil, and return home helpless. He knew that without digging the field, there would be no crop, no food, no money. Hunger and poverty waited patiently. Unable to carry the burden alone, the old man wrote a letter to his son in jail. His words were heavy with sorrow. He told his son how much he missed him, how the house felt empty, and how the field remained untouched. He admitted his weakness and even wrote something painful. That maybe staying in jail was better, because outside there was nothing left. No work, no hope, no money. The letter was not meant to hurt the son, but it carried the weight of a broken man. When the son received the letter, he read it carefully. He understood his father's pain. He knew he could not physically help, but he refused to let helplessness win. That same day, he sent a telegram to his father. The message was short but powerful. Father, do not dig the field. I have hidden weapons there. The old man was shocked. His heart sank. For a moment, doubt filled his mind. He wondered if his son was truly guilty after all. Fear and confusion surrounded him. But before he could think further, the message reached the police. The next morning, police officers returned to the village. They surrounded the field and began digging carefully, searching every corner. The soil was turned completely upside down. They dug for hours under the sun, but they found nothing. Tired, frustrated, and empty-handed, they finally left the village. That evening, the old man stood at the edge of the field. It was fully dug, soft, and ready for planting. Tears filled his eyes, but this time they were not of pain. He wrote another letter to his son, apologizing for doubting him, expressing pride and gratitude. The very next day, another telegram arrived. Father, don't worry. The entire field has been dug. Now prepare for potato farming. This is all I could do from jail. The old man wept openly. His tears carried pride, relief, and deep respect for his son's intelligence. In that moment, he realized that strength is not always physical. Sometimes wisdom is stronger than hands, and thinking is more powerful than force. Life does not always test our muscles. Often it tests our patience, our thinking, and our faith. When situations seem impossible and paths disappear, panic only blinds us. This story reminds us that within every problem lies a hidden solution waiting for a calm and wise mind. The old man's weakness could not dig the field, but his son's intelligence created a way. Even behind bars, the human mind found freedom. When effort fails, wisdom must lead. When fear rises, faith must guide. And when darkness surrounds you, remember, Trust God, trust your thinking, and keep moving forward. No struggle is permanent, and no problem is greater than patience, wisdom, and faith.